Today, the Senate held its first confirmation hearing for Pete Hegseth, Trump's nominee for defense secretary and dude who makes sure everyone at the frat house has their stories straight. Now, since he was nominated a couple months ago, we found out a lot about Hegseth, and most of it does not inspire confidence. He's been accused of sexual assault, he was accused of nearly running a veterans group into the ground, and he has a documented history of excessive drinking, which we learned even more about today.
A Hegseth acquaintance describes a breakfast they had with Hegseth in the spring of 2023. We met at Fox News in New York for breakfast, and he suggested we go across the street to a bar. It was like 10 in the morning. Then he ordered 2 gin and tonics at the same time for himself. Then he had a 3rd gin and tonic.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, Hegseth is rolling up to breakfast like, I'll have the steel-cut oatmeal and 3 gin and tonics, please. You know what they say, beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before liquor, I'll have another liquor. This definitely raises some questions for the person you may want to put in charge of the nukes. So, let's jump into today's confirmation hearing. And you know what, I'm not saying he showed up drunk, but it did start at 10 a.m. So how about we start with a quick sobriety test? You know, something simple. Pete, how about name your kids?
Our 7 wonderful kids, Gunnar, Jackson, Peter Boone, Kensington, Luke, Rex, sorry, it's a lot of them, and Gwendolyn.
Okay. Little tipsy, okay. Big deal, all right, no biggie. My dad was always mixing up me and my siblings' names, and he launched perfectly successful counteroffensive rapid deployment amphibious incursions into Iran all the time. Although Pete probably should have given his kids names he could remember more easily. Maybe like Don Julio, Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, Jose Cuervo, and don't forget little Michael Hard Lemonade. Anyway, now that that's over, it's time for the grilling. Republicans, I know he's your guy, but I also know you love the military, so I'm sure you've got some hard questions for the man who wants to run it.
Why do you want to do this job? What drives you? Tell me something about your wife that you love.
How many push-ups can you do?
Follow-up question, sir. I have this jar. Could a big, strong man like yourself open it? Okay, but Democrats made up for those softballs with a couple pitches that were really high and inside.
I assume that in each of your weddings, you've pledged to be faithful to your wife. You've taken an oath to do that, haven't you? You've admitted that you had sex at that hotel in October 2017, and you were still married and you just had a child by another woman. Again, how do you explain your judgment? You have admitted that you had sex while you were married to wife 2 after you just had fathered a child by wife 3. But you didn't reveal any of this to President Trump. Why didn't you inform the commander-in-chief of the transition team of this very relevant event?
Oh, damn! Tim Kaine went full Maury Povich out there, huh? Wow. Tim Povich. Although, come on, Tim, come on. You're asking why didn't Hegseth tell Trump about how many times he cheated on his wife? Maybe because if he did, Trump would high-five him so hard it would break both their hands. Okay, that was a pretty wild line of questioning from Tim Kaine. Any Republican want to jump to his defense here?
How many senators have showed up drunk to vote at night? And then how many senators do you know have got a divorce before cheating on their wives? Did you ask them to step down? No. But it's for show. You guys make sure you make a big show and point out the hypocrisy because the man's made a mistake. And you want to sit there and say that he's not qualified? Give me a joke.
Give me a joke. Okay. How about a priest, a rabbi, and Pete Hegseth walk into a bar at 10 a.m. Are you happy now, Mark Wayne? Huh? Well, I don't know if this was really the defense that Hegseth wanted, though. Look, we're all pieces of shit here. Let he without an Ashley Madison premium account cast the first stone. I'll tell you who else probably didn't appreciate that defense. The other senators. They probably got home and their wives were like, I saw Mark Wayne at the confirmation hearing today. He said that everyone in the Senate cheats on their wives. Honey, you can't trust Mark Wayne. He's confused. The man has two first names smushed together. It's insanity.